Well, let's kick off our trading session. Those who follow the channel can mirror my moves and make some decent money. The markets are a bit dull for now, but there is an exception, the euro and Canadian dollar currency pair. I believe there is a reason to open a sell trade here, so I'm now sending messages to the channels, preparing them for trading the euro and Canadian dollar pair. Hey there, I'm Mary and I serve as your dedicated trader. Today I've got an exceptionally interesting video lined up, just as always. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new content. Over on my Telegram channel, I regularly provide precise trading signals and together we can generate profit. You'll locate the link to my Telegram channel in the description. Today I'll be conducting a full trading session, much like I typically do when collaborating with you through Telegram. Enjoy your viewing experience. Well, let's kick off our trading session. I will be opening trades and instantly sharing them with the subscribers of my VIP group. Here you will witness real-time trading in my channel. In short, I prepare subscribers for the opening first and then share the entry within a second. Those who follow the channel can mirror my moves and make some decent money. Now let's begin, since I've already informed subscribers that I'll be trading shortly. And now we can start analyzing the charts and look for opportunities to enter trades and grab some profits. Remember, this is a recording of the entire session, so I will be spending quite some time searching for good setups. That's how it goes in real life. The markets are a bit dull for now, but there is an exception, the euro and Canadian dollar currency pair. On euro and Canadian dollar, we observe a clear channel in movement, a descending channel with well-defined boundaries. I believe there is a reason to open a sell trade here, so I'm now sending messages to the channels, preparing them for trading the euro and Canadian dollar pair. And also we'll keep an eye out for a suitable entry opportunity for selling. To save time, I simply duplicate messages in both channels, allowing me and my subscribers enough time to enter the trade without missing this opportunity. Let's prepare euro and Canadian dollar on the trading platform ourselves. I believe this is the perfect moment to open a sell trade. We open the trade right away and send a signal about it to both channels. Now we'll wait for this setup to play out while also looking at another currency pairs. I really hope to find something else fantastic that we can profit from. For example, on the Australian dollar and US dollar currency pair, there is a downtrend. By the way, if a trade happens to close in the negative, there is nothing to worry about because we'll employ the martingale method to cover the loss in the next trade. So I'm writing that we're preparing Australian dollar and USD and we'll enter for 3 minutes. If I happen to find multiple interesting setups simultaneously, I immediately inform everyone to ensure nothing is missed. We are still waiting for Australian dollar and US dollar. It could either break through or bounce off the trend line. In fact, a wedge has formed here. This is a standard pattern in technical analysis where there is a trend line, but highs drop faster than lows. When you draw lines through them, they won't be parallel but will form an angle, creating a wedge. This is how a typical channel in a trend looks. In general, the lines are parallel to each other. In a wedge, they form a triangle. So it's becoming clear that sooner or later the lines will converge at a single point. When they intersect, we anticipate a breakout. Right now, the price bounced off the upper line, indicating it's time to open a sell trade for 3 minutes. We promptly inform the VIP channel because I only provide one signal in the public channel per session. From here on, we'll trade exclusively in the VIP channel, typically involving 3-4 trades per session, resulting in good profits overall. We have 1 minute left until the euro and Canadian dollar trade concludes, so let's wait for the outcome. Alright, on the right menu, we can see that the Euro and Canadian dollar trade is closing in profit. That's great news because this trade was in public channel and my subscribers have made a profit. Let's promptly publish the result of this trade. Next, we'll keep an eye on the Australian dollar and US dollar currency pair. This trade could also close in profit since there's about a minute left and the price only needs to decrease by 10 pips. But if it ends in a loss, we can easily open an offset trade to recover our losses and make a profit on top. In this case, the offset trade might be a buy since the price has started to break out of this wedge and there's a chance that this is the wedge's exit with the price expected to continue rising, so we should go for a buy. Let's get ready for a buy now. Oops, that was published accidentally, but no worries. I think we can even open a buy trade now. We need to immediately inform subscribers about what to do, that we're opening a buy trade for 3 minutes. This is an offset trade, meaning it's either double the amount or 2 identical trades. I personally prefer to open 2 buy trades for $200 each. Alright, we can now close the public free channel, but I'll post one more message. I will mention that we'll continue trading with subscribers in the closed channel. There, it's done. We can close the public channel now. Now let's look at the next opportunities. What else is interesting here? For instance, the Euro and British Pound currency pair. If we closely examine the recent candles, we can spot a double top. See, there was a strong upward impulse initially, followed by a minor pullback. Afterward, the price returned to the resistance level and started to decline again. If the price establishes a new low, we can consider going for a sell. I'll remove all the old zones for now to avoid confusion, and I'll simply draw 2 rays to make the levels visible. If the price consolidates below the lower ray, we can consider going for a sell. If, however, the price breaks above the upper ray, we can consider going for a buy. It's all quite straightforward. In the meantime, let's check Australian dollar and US dollar as it's still active, and there is about a minute and a half left in the trade. So let's see what else we have on the market. Maybe there's something else interesting. Well, here we have the British Pound and US dollar currency pair. Let's write that we're preparing the British Pound and USD pair. What's the plan here? We'll open a buy trade, but most likely not for 3 minutes, probably for 5 minutes to allow the price to work through the accumulation phase. Let's get ourselves prepared. Oh, but British Pound and US dollar is closed for trading now, unfortunately. Well, these things happen sometimes. But now I need to remove the messages since we won't be able to trade it. So let's continue analyzing other charts and looking for different setups. Australian dollar and Japanese yen presents an interesting situation. We might give it a shot. Here the price has broken below the support zone. But alright, let's wait for the Australian dollar and US dollar trade to conclude first. There is only 15 seconds left. So what happened with the Australian and US dollar? We got a refund for this pair, meaning the money for both trades was simply returned to our account. Let's publish this and explain what happened, and then we'll continue trading. Okay, let's continue. I believe that at this point we can go for a sell trade on the Australian dollar and US dollar currency pair. Initially I wanted to go for a sell, as you might remember from the beginning of the video. But then the price seemed to have broken out of the wedge. And now I see that the price has bounced off the resistance zone, and I don't believe it can rise from here. Let's open the trade. We'll publish the signal in the closed channel. Now let's look at other currency pairs. Although there is an idea, I'm so confident in the Australian dollar and US dollar situation that I want to open another sell trade for 5 minutes. Let's publish another signals for sell trade in a closed group. And don't forget to mention that this trade is for 5 minutes. The trade amount will be the standard $200. Alright, we have now 2 open trades. The first one is for $400 for 3 minutes, and the second one is for $200 for 5 minutes. Now we can wait for them to conclude. Our current situation is 1 profit, 1 refund, and 2 trades are currently open. I think we can consider opening another trade if we find a suitable situation. Earlier I was looking at the Euro and British Pound chart. Let's go back to it and see what's happening now. While on Euro and British Pound there is no longer a double top because a dull sideways movement has started on this currency pair. A double top should consist of impulsive movements. This means the price should first rise impulsively, then pull back, then return to resistance with another impulse, and finally break through support with yet another impulse. But since the chart has entered a sideways phase without any clear impulses, it means the price will trade within this range for some time, bouncing off the previously marked levels. If the price breaks one of these levels, then we can consider entering a trade. Alright, Australian dollar and US dollar is still in progress, and there is just 1 minute left. Let's wait for it to finish. So our first $400 trade is closing with a nice profit. Let's immediately post this in the VIP group. We entered with an offset trade because the previous trades of this pair closed with a loss. The first offset trade ended in a refund, so we entered again from a better level. Last time we went for a buy hoping for a wedge breakout, but now we've gone for a sell, and this decision turned out to be just right. The price continues to drop, and even if subscribers were a few seconds late, they still made a profit. We have 2 more minutes until the second trade closes, so let's look at other setups. Alright, this is British Pound and Canadian dollar. It looks good with a clear drop after a very strong downward impulse. I can see that we have formed a channel here. I think we can go for a 2-minute sell trade on the British Pound and Canadian dollar currency pair. Let's write that we're preparing our British Pound and Canadian dollar pair. And it will open a trade for 2 minutes. Now let's open the British Pound and Canadian dollar trade ourselves. Let's prepare everything to enter the trade quickly. I think we can open the trade from this level. We'll immediately publish the signal and wait a few seconds for subscribers to join us because we're going for 2 minutes, and now we open the trade. I believe most subscribers will enter at my level with this signal. Alright, as for the Australian dollar and US dollar trade, it's making us a bit nervous because we've been in profit the whole time, but now the price has gone above the entry level. Nevertheless, it's just a 3 pip move, so there's still a chance for the price to go down, so we'll relax and wait. Just in case, we can prepare an offset trade using the martingale method. If that happens, we'll open it for 3 minutes, and we'll mention in the closed channel that we're going for an X2 trade if this trade closes in a loss. Right now, the price is just oscillating around our entry level. I really don't like this kind of up 3 pips, down 3 pips movement. Let's see how it closes. It seems it has gone into a profit, a very good profit. Oh no, the price immediately retraced and closed in a loss. Unfortunately, this happens sometimes, where a profitable trade suddenly closes in a loss in the final seconds. There is nothing to worry about. This trade is closing in 2 seconds, and here too we're getting a confident trade with a loss of 47 pips. Our offset worked just perfectly, so our statistics for today include 4 profitable trades. Let's break it down and analyze it. Our first trade was on Euro and Canadian dollar, and it closed in profit without an offset. Next, we had the Australian dollar and US dollar currency pair, where I initially went for a sell trade. Let's check the exact numbers on the trading platform now. The first Australian and US dollar trade closed in a loss. Then we went for an offset buy trade, and these offset trades closed as refunds, meaning that for $100 we risked simply return to our account. After that, we repeatedly offset trades for the same amount. The second offset trade closed in profit. Additionally, we opened an extra sell trade on Australian dollar and US dollar for $200 for 5 minutes. This situation eventually closed in a loss, but we offset it with another sell on Australian and US dollar for $500 for 3 minutes, which closed in profit, so all our losing trades today were successfully offset. And the last trade, which we opened on British pound and Canadian dollar, and initially closed at an incredible 80 PAP loss, also closed in profit. Now let's calculate how much we earned today. Here I've pulled up the complete trading statistics for this session. First, we made a profit of $182. Then there was an unsuccessful sell trade that resulted in a loss of $200. Next, we had 2 refunds, which we don't count because we neither gained nor lost in those. After that, we earned $178 and another $178, as it was an offset trade for $400. That's a total of $338 in profit. Then we had one more unsuccessful trade for $200, but we quickly recovered from it with a trade that bought in $445 in profit. And the last trade was Great British Pound and Canadian dollar. With British Pound and Canadian dollar, we earned $184. So in total for this trading session, we earned $767, considering that in each trade we used a fixed trade amount of $200. In other words, if you have traded with us and risked only $200 in each trade, you would have earned $767 in these 20 minutes. But if you had risked just $100 in each trade, you would have earned $383 in pure profit. In any case, you would have made a decent profit. So subscribe to my open channel and consider purchasing a subscription for my closed channels. As you can see, subscribers from the closed channel receive many more signals and consequently earn much more. And all you need to do is just follow signals and enter the trades quickly. Thank you for your attention. Thanks for hitting the like button on the episode. Thank you for writing a comment and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it because it means that I'm doing all of this for a reason. I really want to build a community of traders here, a community of like-minded people who live and breathe trading, just like myself. It's a whole separate world. Just a reminder, make sure to subscribe to my Telegram channel. The link is in the description of this video. That's where we can start working together. Let's do this. Thank you.